Today we'll start another chapter called GST credit. This is one of the most important chapters from examination perspective. See, total we have 10 chapters in GST at IPCC level, right? We have completed the first 5 chapters. The first chapter was what? Introduction of GST. The second chapter was what? It was in relation to definition of the term called supply. Third chapter was nothing but charge of GST including composition scheme. The fourth chapter was exemptions, very lengthy chapter. The fifth chapter was nothing but time of supply and value of supply. पूरे 5 chapter we have completed, right? Now we'll go to the 6th chapter called nothing but GST credit. Simple chapter है. The most important thing here is what, I'll write here itself. The most important thing is section 17 subsection 5. Why most important? Because it deals with a list of those cases where government does not want to give you credit, right? Credit नहीं मिलेगा. Slow by slow we'll understand. There is no hurry. We'll start with the basic concepts. See, if you remember, in introduction class we have understood something, right? Supply can be of various types. If you remember, supply, let it be inward supply, let it be outward supply. Inward मतलब हम लोग खरीद रहे हैं, outward मतलब हम लोग outward supply कर रहे हैं, दे रहे हैं supply, right? Supply can be of goods or supply can be of what, sir? Services, if you remember. Or supply can be of both, supply of goods as well as supply of services. Supply can be broadly classified into 2 categories. मतलब 2 नहीं, बहुत ज़्यादा categories हैं, बता देता हूँ. Supply can be within the state, that's called intra. See, whenever the supply is within the state, what type of tax is levied, you should remember? It is CGST and SGST. Remember? If the supply is within the state, then what type of tax we pay? CGST along with SGST. That's called within the state. If the supply is from one state to another state, that's called interstate supply. We end up paying what, sir? We end up paying IGST. अगर सप्लाई एक स्टेट से दूसरे स्टेट में है तो what type of tax would be levied? IGST would be levied. Remember? Likewise, supply can be within the union territory or supply can be from one union territory to another union territory. तो एक बार ध्यान से देखो. Imagine this is state 1, this is state 2, this is union territory 1, this is union territory 2. Right now, if the supply is from state 1 to state 2 or union territory 1 to union territory 2, or if the supply is from state 1 to union territory 2 or union territory 1 to state 2, in this case also the supply is treated as what, sir? Interstate supply, and thereby what type of tax is levied? IGST is levied. Remember this point, right? See, simple है भाई, जब भी goods और services border cross करेंगे, state के border और union territory border, gone the case, what type of tax would be levied? IGST would be levied, right? Likewise, we got 2 more type of supplies, if you remember. Space यहाँ पे बस नहीं होगा, I'll bring it here. Likewise, we got 2 more type of supplies. One is called export supplies, right now, as well as import supplies. See, when you do export, the goods or services are getting consumed where? Outside India. Whenever the goods or services are consumed outside India, obviously there is no GST. क्यों? See, GST is a destination based tax. Whenever goods are consumed outside India or services are consumed outside India, there is no GST. But whenever there is import of goods or import of services, what would be levied? IGST would be levied. Am I clear, sir? You may get it out, sir. IGST क्यों लगेगा? See, when the goods are coming from a place, say Australia to India, मतलब import of goods example बोल रहा हूँ. If the goods are imported, say from a place outside India to India, what type of tax would be levied? IGST would be levied. Am I clear with this? Going further, see, sometimes in the place of in the place of SGST, what would be levied? UTGST could also be levied. Now, what is UTGST? Whenever the supply is within the union territory, then what type of tax would be levied? UTGST along with CGST. Am I clear with this? So, to make you better understand, what I will do, I will take some examples for your better understanding. Examples ले लेता हूँ आपके लोगों के लिए. See, example number 1. Supply is within Telangana. Within Telangana मतलब the supply is within the state of Telangana. Then what would be levied? CGST would be levied along with SGST. Am I clear? Why? Because supply is within the state, and whenever the supply is within the state, CGST plus SGST both would be levied. Point number 2. Say the supply is within Andaman and Nicobar Islands, right, na sir? That's called within union territory. यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ union territory. Then what would be levied? CGST would be levied along with what, sir? UTGST would be levied. Am I clear? मतलब in the place of SGST, UTGST would be levied. Likewise, whenever the supply is within मतलब विद इन द स्टेट तो हो गया ना, सॉरी आई हैव टू नॉट राइट द वर्ड विद इन. वेन एवर द सप्लाई इज फ्रॉम वन स्टेट टू अनदर, यस और नो, एक स्टेट से दूसरे स्टेट सप्लाई जा रहा है तो क्या लगेगा, IGST वुड बी लेविड. इफ यू रिमेंबर, IGST rate would be nothing but double the rate of CGST. If the CGST rate is 9%, then IGST rate would be how much? 18%. Right now, समझ में आ रहा है यहाँ तक, क्लियर है यहाँ तक. So these are just an examples. So why? Because how to use the credit also I need to discuss. So this all topic we have discussed in our chapter number 1. I am going to point number 2. Point number 2, ध्यान से सुनना है. See, supply can be of two types. एक तो हो गया इनवर्ड सप्लाई, एक हो गया आउटवर्ड सप्लाई. नाउ व्हाट इज इनवर्ड सप्लाई एंड व्हाट इज आउटवर्ड सप्लाई, यू मे गेट इट आउट. सी उसके नाम में ही है इनवर्ड, मतलब यू आर टेकिंग द सप्लाई, यू आर परचेजिंग. सो आई विल राइट द लेमैन वर्जन हियर, इट इज अ परचेज. राइट ना, देन व्हाट इज आउटवर्ड सप्लाई, इट शुड बी वेरी इजी, इट शुड बी नथिंग बट व्हाट सर, सेल्स. अगर आप परचेज कर रहे हो तो हम लोग उसको बोलेंगे इनवर्ड सप्लाई, अगर आप सेल्स कर रहे हो तो उसको हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे, आउटवर्ड सप्लाई. हमें क्लियर सर. सो इनवर्ड सप्लाई कैन बी विद इन द स्टेट, यू कैन मेक परचेजेस विद इन द स्टेट, और यू कैन मेक परचेजेस फ्रॉम अदर स्टेट, और यू कैन डू इम्पोर्ट परचेज ऑल्सो. सो परचेज कैन बी अगेन ऑफ थ्री टाइप्स इफ यू रिमेंबर. परचेज कैन बी विद इन द स्टेट, परचेज कैन बी विद इन द स्टेट, परचेज कैन बी फ्रॉम अदर स्टेट्स. डू यू अग्री? बोलो ना सर, परचेज कैन बी फ्रॉम अदर स्टेट्स, और परचेज में बी व्हाट सर, इम्पोर्ट परचेजेस. समझ में आ रहा है सर. लाइकवाइज आउटवर्ड सप्लाई, व्हेन यू वांट टू डू सेल्स, सेल्स कैन आल्सो बी ऑफ थ्री टाइप्स. इट कैन बी विद इन द स्टेट, बोलो, इट कैन बी विद इन द स्टेट, इट कैन बी फ्रॉम वन स्टेट टू अनदर स्टेट, फ्रॉम वन स्टेट टू व्हाट सर, अनदर स्टेट, और इट कैन बी व्हाट सर, एक्सपोर्ट. हमें क्लियर. सो सप्लाई कैन बी ब्रॉडली क्लासिफाइड इनटू टू कैटेगरीज, या तो हम लोग खरीदेंगे, नहीं तो हम लोग बेचेंगे, नहीं तो हम लोग दोनों करेंगे. डू यू अग्री? Now here comes our crucial concept called input tax credit. अब गवर्नमेंट क्या बोलता है? गवर्नमेंट says what, you know. See, whenever you are doing purchases, on your purchase you are paying some tax. जो बेच रहा है, suppose if I am selling goods to you and the rate of tax is say 10%, how I will bill you? 100 plus 10%. I will collect from you how much? 110 rupees. So what you are doing when you are doing inward supplies, मतलब जब खरीद रहे हो, you are paying some tax to me, right? So the tax so paid is called nothing but input tax. Am I clear? Now what is inward purchase? Inward purchase is nothing but, ध्यान से, खरीदना, सिंपल सी भाषा में, है ना भाई. So government says what, you know, I am going to the next point. Government says tax paid on inward supplies, that is called layman version purchases, can be set off with tax payable on what supplies? Outward supplies. So whatever tax you have paid on your inward purchases, that's called inward supplies, you can use it to pay tax on what sir? Outward supplies. So this concept itself is called nothing but, this concept of set off is nothing but this is called input tax credit. मतलब whatever taxes you have paid on your inward supply, उसका गवर्नमेंट क्रेडिट दे रही है, and thereby this is called nothing but what sir? Input tax credit. Am I clear with this? सिंपल सी भाषा है, whatever tax you have paid on your inward supplies, you can adjust with what sir? With your outward supplies, and thereby this concept of adjusting is called nothing but what sir? Input tax credit. Now we have to understand some important points in relation to ITC. आगे जाते हैं. Point number 4, how to use credit. How to use credit and what all credit is available. है ना भाई? What all credit is available in GST law. GST के legislature में किस किस चीज़ का क्रेडिट मिलता है, what all credit is available under the GST law. See, government says, simple, have a look sir, how many type of GST we have, you know. We have different types of GST. We have IGST, we have CGST, we have SGST or UTGST, Do you agree? And we also have GST cess. What is GST cess? GST cess is levied on a luxurious item. So whenever you purchase any sort of luxurious item, government levies what's a GST cess on it. See, whenever you make a purchase, if you are making purchases from other state, then you'll end up paying what? IGST. But whenever you are making purchases locally, right now, then you'll end up paying what? CGST along with what, sir? SGST. Whenever you purchase any luxury item, you'll end up paying what, sir? GST cess. तो किसका क्रेडिट मिलता है? गवर्नमेंट सेज आई एम रेडी टू गिव यू क्रेडिट ओनली फॉर IGST, ओनली फॉर CGST, ओनली फॉर SGST, बट देयर विल बी नो क्रेडिट फॉर व्हाट सर? GST सेस. तो ध्यान से याद रखना, देयर इज नो क्रेडिट फॉर व्हाट सर? GST सेस. Whenever we will say there is a credit, credit is only of what sir? Taxes paid under GST, but not of GST cess. GST cess अगर आप पे करते हो उसका क्रेडिट नहीं मिलता है. Am I clear? So if I am purchasing any item on which I have paid GST cess, then GST cess is not eligible for what sir? Credit. Am I clear with it? So credit is given only for what sir? IGST, CGST, SGST or UTGST. Am I clear up to here? Now question is how to use the credit. इस क्रेडिट को हम लोग कैसे यूज करेंगे? That's also a big question. So we'll take this in the next page. See what government says. Government says utilization of GST credit. Utilization of what sir? GST credit. How to use the credit? I am telling you sir, this is most important for exam. Why most important for exam? Because this can be tested in your payment chapter also. You got one more chapter called payment of GST, right? उसमें ये चार्ट पूछ लेगा ध्यान से. Utilization of GST credit. How to utilize the credit? आराम से बात करेंगे. How to utilize the credit? Government says tax paid on input. Tax paid on input is called nothing but what sir? Input tax credit. This is tax payable on outward supplies. Tax payable on outward supply is called nothing but what? Output liability. This is called output liability. इसको हम लोग बोल सकते हैं सिंपल भाषा में आउटपुट लायबिलिटी के नाम से. हाउ टू यूटिलाइज द क्रेडिट? हैव अ लुक सर. गवर्नमेंट सेज पॉइंट नंबर 1 IGST क्रेडिट, उसको हम लोग इनपुट IGST भी बोल सकते हैं. IGST credit where you can use? Government says it can be used in 3 different ways. It can be used to pay IGST. First, it should be first utilized to pay IGST. Then it can be utilized to pay CGST or SGST. पहले ऐसे नहीं था. IGST, CGST, SGST था. Now government says no problem. They have added the word called what in between? Or. Am I clear? So IGST should be first utilized to pay first what? IGST. Then it can be utilized to pay what sir? CGST or SGST. When I say liability, this is all liability, right? So this is my first point. देखते हैं point number 1 हो गया ये, ठीक है. Point number 2, CGST credit. How we can utilize? Government says CGST credit should be first utilized to pay what? It should be utilized to pay CGST. Then it can be utilized to pay what? IGST. But can I utilize to pay SGST? Government says no, this would not be possible. CGST credit you cannot utilize to pay what sir? SGST. So CGST first कहाँ पे यूज होगा? CGST पे करने के लिए. नहीं तो CGST कहाँ पे यूज कर सकते हैं? IGST पे करने के लिए. But CGST cannot be utilized to pay what sir? SGST. Coming to the third point, we have one more credit now. We have SGST credit or UTGST credit. बोलता हूँ UTGST मतलब whenever you have made a purchase within the union territory. So where I can utilize? Government says it should be first utilized to pay what? It should be first utilized to pay SGST. SGST को पहले SGST के लिए यूज कीजिए. Then it can be utilized to pay what? It can be utilized to pay IGST. Can I utilize it to pay CGST? Government says no, you cannot utilize a state government tax for paying central tax called CGST. So SGST cannot be utilized to pay what sir? CGST. Am I clear? So whenever we say SGST, it also includes UTGST. Okay. So have a look at this chart, sir. Once you can please have a look. So 3 क्रेडिट अपने पास, IGST का, CGST का, SGST का 3 क्रेडिट अपने पास. I'll explain why. Government says IGST should be first utilized to pay what, sir? IGST. Then it can be utilized to pay what, sir? CGST or SGST. आपकी मर्जी है, बट पहले IGST के लिए यूज करना है IGST का क्रेडिट, राइट? CGST credit should be utilized first where? First for paying CGST, then for paying what, sir? Then for paying IGST. Likewise, SGST should be utilized first for paying what, sir? SGST. Then it can be utilized for paying what, sir? IGST. So there is one thumb rule that CGST cannot be utilized to pay SGST and SGST cannot be utilized to pay what, sir? CGST. ये याद रख लेना. Am I clear? Whenever the credit is not sufficient, then obviously whatever the balance tax is there, you can utilize it. You can make the payment of that liability by what, sir? Cash. है ना भाई? देख लेंगे one by one. So this is what is the principal concept, right? Now there are so many law points that we need to learn. All these things we have already learned in our introduction class. Now here there is one most important thing to understand. Out of the 3 credits, in तीनों में which one should I utilize first? Government says when it comes to utilization part, IGST should be utilized first. This should be always utilized first. लिख देता हूँ यहाँ पे. This should be always utilized and exhausted first. सर ऐसे क्यों बोल रहे हो सर? Government says IGST should be first utilized. After utilizing completely IGST, then you can utilize what, sir? CGST and SGST. Am I clear, sir? So in तीनों credit में से out of IGST, CGST and SGST, which credit you should utilize first? IGST should be utilized first. Am I clear, sir? ठीक है, थोड़ा confusion होता होगा. We'll understand. Try to understand this in different examples. Okay? See, one thing is very clear. There is no loss of credit. How I can explain this? देखते हैं एक बार. See, we'll take some 4 examples to understand this concept. Okay? Example number 1. Imagine you are a person of Telangana. आप तेलंगाना के पर्सन हो. You made purchases within Telangana. You made purchases where, sir? Within Telangana. And you also make sales within Telangana. See what will happen? When you make purchases within Telangana, what type of tax you would have paid? You would have paid CGST and you have paid what, sir? SGST. Do you agree? Likewise, whenever you make sales within Telangana, what type of tax you should pay? CGST and again SGST. See, government says there is no problem. You can utilize CGST for CGST, SGST for SGST, where there is loss of credit. So whatever tax you have paid as input, you can utilize for what, sir? Output. This is one simple example. Simple भाषा में local purchase, local sale लिख देता हूँ यहाँ पे. That is local purchases and local sales. लोकल में खरीदा, लोकल में ही बेच दिया. ये हो गया एग्जाम्पल नंबर 1. एग्जाम्पल नंबर 2 देखो. एग्जाम्पल नंबर 2 इज नथिंग बट लोकल परचेजेस बट सेल्स एज इंटर स्टेट. लोकली खरीदेंगे पर दूसरे स्टेट में बेचेंगे. आई एम अ तेलंगाना पर्सन. आई विल मेक परचेजेस विद इन तेलंगाना बट आई विल मेक सप्लाई फ्रॉम तेलंगाना टू से आंध्र प्रदेश. देन व्हाट विल हैपन? On my purchases, what type of tax I would have paid? On my purchases, I would have paid CGST and what, sir? SGST. मतलब this is called input tax credit. Now where I am making sale? I am making sale from one state to another state, say from Telangana to Andhra Pradesh. So I need to pay what, sir? IGST. Now credit किसका है मेरे पास? I got credit of CGST and SGST. But what is my liability? My liability is on what, sir? IGST. Government says no problem. You can utilize CGST to pay IGST. You can also utilize SGST to pay what, sir? IGST. पिछले क्लास में बताया ना, ये देखो यहाँ पे बताया ना. You can utilize CGST to pay what, sir? IGST. Likewise, you can utilize SGST to pay what, sir? IGST. There is no problem. बोलो. So this is example number 2. Let's take example number 3. Example number 3. Have a look, sir. I'll make purchases from other state. Then I'll make local sales. I'll make what, sir? Local sales. I'll purchase goods from other state. Once I purchase them, I'll supply them locally. मतलब खरीदूंगा माल आंध्र प्रदेश में, बेच दूंगा तेलंगाना में. Because I'm a person of Telangana, I'm a registered person of Telangana. I'll purchase goods from Andhra Pradesh but make a sales what sir locally. Then what will happen? What will happen? Nothing will happen. On your purchases, what type of tax you would have paid? You would have paid IGST because you are purchasing from other state. But on your sales, what type of tax you need to pay? You need to pay what sir? CGST as well as what sir? SGST. Below. Now government says still there is no problem. IGST can be utilized to pay IGST can be utilized to pay CGST and it can also be utilized to pay what sir? SGST. There is no problem. आप कोई भी स्टेट से माल खरीद के अपने स्टेट में बेच लो, there is no loss of credit. Am I clear? Example number 4 जा रहा हूँ. Example number 4. Imagine you make up purchases from other state, and the supply, that's called outward supply, that is sales, is also to other state. Sir, example. Imagine, sir, I'll purchase goods from Maharashtra. Being a person of Telangana, I'll purchase goods from Maharashtra and supplies to Andhra Pradesh. Like a broker, nothing wrong. खरीदूंगा महाराष्ट्र में, बेच दूंगा कहाँ पे? आंध्र प्रदेश में. तो what will happen? Nothing will happen. On your purchases, what type of tax you would have paid? You would have paid IGST. Likewise, on your sales, you need to pay what type of tax? Again, you need to pay IGST. Government says still there is no problem. You can utilize IGST to pay what sir? IGST. मतलब whichever stream of business you do, there is no problem. Local purchase, local sale. This is local purchase and local sale. There is no problem. This is nothing but local purchase but sale to other states. Do you agree? Still there is no problem. This is purchases from other state but the sale is local. Do you agree? बोलो ना सर. Still there is no problem. This is purchase from other state and the sale is also to other state. Then also there is no problem. Why? कहीं पे भी आपको क्रेडिट का लॉस नहीं हो रहा है. वॉट एवर टैक्स यू पेड ऑन योर इनवर्ड सप्लाई, यू कैन ईजिली सेट ऑफ विथ वॉट सर? योर आउटवर्ड सप्लाई. एम आई क्लियर? सो दिस इज जस्ट अ बेसिक इंट्रोडक्शन. हैव लुक सर. सो दिस इज आवर मोस्ट क्रूशियल चार्ट. व्हाट इज द क्रूशियल चार्ट? गवर्नमेंट सेज whatever tax you have paid by way of IGST, CGST or SGST, don't worry, you will get the credit. But question is how to utilize the credit? This can be utilized to pay tax on what sir? Outward supply. जो भी खरीदी पे आपने टैक्स भरा है उसको आप कहाँ पे यूज़ कर पाओगे? आउटवर्ड सप्लाई पे यूज़ कर पाओगे. फॉर टैक्स पेइंग ऑन व्हाट सर? आउटवर्ड सप्लाई. हाउ टू यूटिलाइज द क्रेडिट? गवर्नमेंट सेज IGST can be utilized first to pay what sir? IGST. Then it can be utilized to pay CGST or SGST. आपकी मर्जी है कैसे भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं आप. 50-50 कर लो. CGST credit should be utilized first for what sir? CGST. Then for utilizing what sir? IGST. Likewise, SGST credit can be first utilized to pay what sir? SGST. Then it can be utilized for paying what sir? IGST. One thing is very clear. CGST cannot be used for SGST. SGST cannot be used for what sir? CGST. क्रिस क्रॉस नहीं चलेगा when it comes to CGST and SGST. ठीक है? ठीक है. Among the three credit, which credit should be utilized first? है ना भाई? तीनों क्रेडिट ही हैं पर गवर्नमेंट का रूल है you should first exhaust IGST. IGST को पूरा exhaust कर लो, then you can utilize what sir? CGST and SGST. Am I clear? So among the three credits, first you should utilize what sir? IGST. Am I clear? बोलो ना सर. What I'll do? I'll take one small example to help you understand this. Okay? एक एग्जाम्पल लेता हूँ. मिस्टर एक्स इज अ रजिस्टर्ड पर्सन ऑफ तेलंगाना. बिकॉज रजिस्ट्रेशन is state wise ना, so he's a registered person of where sir? Telangana. Okay, super. What happened? He has paid the following taxes on his inward supplies. Inward supply मतलब purchases रे, purchases. Okay. A, purchases within the state. Purchases within the state. He has paid CGST as well as what sir? SGST. एस पेड CGST 1 लाख, SGST 1 लाख, ये टैक्स का वैल्यू है. B, परचेजेस फ्रॉम अदर स्टेट्स, purchases from other states, say Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, yes paid IGST. How much IGST you know? Yes paid say IGST roughly around 4 lakh rupees. So therefore if you observe the total credit is having how much you know? 6 lakhs का credit है. Ignore opening balances. Right now how much credit he has? 6 lakhs का credit है. Okay. This is point number 1. Point number 2. Mr. X provides you the liability towards outward supplies. Liability towards what sir? Outward supplies. Outward supply मतलब sale. Okay. A, for sales made within the state. For sales made within the state. Within the state मतलब Telangana. So you got a liability of CGST and say SGST. Say you got a liability of CGST 2.4 lakhs, SGST also how much say 2.4 lakhs, same ही रहेगी liability, right? P, for sales made to other state. For sales made to what sir? Other state. So you need to pay what sir? IGST. AP को सेल किया होगा, महाराष्ट्र को सेल किया होगा, कर्नाटका, गोवा, जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. If you are making sale to other states right now, you need to pay what sir? IGST, and the IGST liability is how much you know? 3 lakh rupees. Therefore if you observe the total liability is how much here? The total liability is 3 plus 4 कितना हो गया? 7.8 lakhs is the liability. If you observe the layman version, credit is how much? 6 lakhs, but the liability is how much? 7.8 lakhs. Now comes the question, 7.8 lakhs को हम लोग कैसे पे करेंगे? By utilizing 6 lakhs and balance should be paid in cash. But question is how to find out the liability. उसको मैं next page में लेके जाता हूँ, ठीक है ना? Heading डालता हूँ, देखो, determination of net liability to be paid after adjusting what sir? Input tax credit. Determination of net liability paid after adjusting what sir? ITC. वो heading डाल रहा हूँ just casually student life में. So IGST, CGST and SGST, 3 heading लिया ना मैंने. Okay. First one is nothing but what you know. First one is a tax on outward supplies. Sales के ऊपर कितना tax भरना है? If you remember, the tax liability is 2.4 and 3 lakhs. That is 2.4 lakhs. 2.4 lakhs and how much sir? 3 lakhs. Point number 2, how much credit we have is a question. We have total 4 lakhs, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. अपने पास कितना credit है? देखो, इतना credit है अपने पास. This is the credit available. Do you agree? Now government says out of this 6 lakhs, which amount you should utilize first? You should utilize IGST first. सबसे पहले इसको यूज करना है. किसको यूज करना है? IGST को यूज करना है सबसे पहले. बोलो, सबसे पहले किसको यूज करेंगे? IGST को यूज करेंगे. Shall we use sir? So I am writing here. Utilization of input tax credit. आराम से करेंगे, नो जल्दी. First which credit you should utilize? IGST credit. How much we have? 4 lakhs we have. Now if you remember, IGST credit where you can utilize? Government says IGST credit should be first utilized to pay what sir? IGST. Question is, I got 4 lakhs credit, but the liability is only 3 lakhs. I am writing 3 lakhs. How much credit I got? More 1 lakh credit. What I'll do, this 1 lakh credit I'll utilize 50-50 for CGST and SGST. मेरी मर्जी है. So I'll write 50,000 here. I'll write 50,000 here. Am I clear? IGST credit is fully utilized. पूरा 4 लाख का 4 लाख मैंने यूज कर लिया. Am I clear? 3 lakhs to pay first for IGST, then another 50,000 I've used for what sir? CGST and SGST. Next, credit of CGST. How much credit we have for CGST is a question. How much we have? Only 1 lakh credit we have. Okay. So 1 lakh credit. Where you can utilize CGST credit? First to pay CGST, then to pay what sir? IGST. If you observe 2.4 minus 50,000. Still there is a liability of 1.9 lakh. So what I'll do, I'll utilize entire 1 lakh here itself. Credit बस नहीं हो रहा. Likewise SGST credit also how much we have? SGST credit also how much we have? We have 1 lakh का credit. Do you agree? So 1 lakh credit, what I am doing? I am utilizing that 1 lakh for paying what, sir? SGST. So after I set off my credit, 3 minus 3 is how much? Nil. 2.4 minus 1.5. How much should I pay? 90,000. 2.4 minus 1.59. 90,000 hai. This is the net liability. This is net liability to be paid in cash. This is the net liability to be paid in cash. इतना आपको भरना पड़ेगा कैश में. वो तो मुझे पहले ही पता था. क्यों पता था आपको? बोलो लेमैन वर्जन. Because the liability was 7.8 but the credit was only how much, sir? 6. Layman version लोग set off भी कर दें, still the liability is how much, sir? 1.8 that we need to pay in what, sir? Cash. I hope you got understanding. Still if there is any confusion, pause this video, come from the beginning, listen and then come forward. Okay. So this is the very basic concept of input tax credit. Am I clear, sir? This is how we started our chapter, if you remember. याद है ना कैसे स्टार्ट किया था? चलो. Now what I'll do? Now I'll take the topics in relation to our chapter. Am I clear? Don't forget 3 essential things when it comes to credit. Credit is only given for taxes paid under GST. Whatever tax you paid under the GST law, उसी का credit मिलेगा. Am I clear? Point 1. There is no credit for GST cess. Am I clear? Point number 3. How to utilize the credit? Government says out of IGST, CGST and UTGST or say SGST, you should utilize what, sir? IGST first. Once you utilize IGST, then you can utilize what, sir? CGST and SGST. How to utilize the credit is also a question. कैसे use करना है credit को? Government says IGST should be first utilized for IGST, then for CGST or SGST. Am I clear? Likewise, CGST credit should be first utilized for paying what, sir? CGST, then for IGST. Likewise, SGST credit should be utilized first for what, sir? For paying first for SGST, then for paying what, sir? IGST. Am I clear up to here, sir? Now what we'll do? We'll take our notes to understand this concept more better. Notes में चले जाते हैं so that each and every point I can explain you in detail. Okay? चलो. I'll go to the notes. These notes I'll share with you. Don't worry. Right? Start करता हूँ sir. Yeah. नोट्स है सर आपके मतलब स्टूडेंट लाइफ में काम आती है. सी कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ क्रेडिट प्लेज एन इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. वाई इट प्लेज एन इंपॉर्टेंट रोल? वाई बिकॉज इट प्रिवेंट्स कैस्केडिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ टैक्स. कैस्केडिंग इफेक्ट मतलब टैक्स के ऊपर टैक्स नहीं लगेगा. सी वॉट एवर टैक्सेज यू आर पेइंग, अगर उसका आपका क्रेडिट मिल जाता है, यू डोंट फील इट एज अ कॉस्ट, राइट ना. सो इट प्रिवेंट्स कैस्केडिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ टैक्सेस. It prevents what? It prevents cascading effect of taxes. Next, we have learned in introduction chapter that we have credit of what, sir? IGST, CGST, SGST or UTGST. Right now, so there is no credit for what, sir? GST cess. So कोई भी tax आप भरो other than GST or you pay tax on your inward supplies by the name called GST cess, you don't get credit. So credit is given only for these 3 things called IGST, CGST and SGST. Am I clear? Now how to utilize the credit? The credit can be utilized in the following manner. IGST should be first utilized to pay what, sir? IGST. Then it can utilize to pay what, sir? CGST and SGST. And बोल रहा हूँ मतलब दोनों जगह पे आप यूज़ कर सकते हो. Next, input CGST should be first utilized for what, sir? CGST. And then it can be utilized for paying what, sir? IGST. Likewise, input SGST है ये S है. Input SGST should be first utilized for paying what, sir? Output SGST and then for what, sir? Output IGST. Am I clear, sir? Next, we know to avail ITC it is mandatory that अब ध्यान से सुनो. See, गवर्नमेंट के थोड़े थोड़े कंडीशंस है that we'll understand in section number 16. Some basic condition you should understand. To avail credit, अगर आपको क्रेडिट का सेट ऑफ चाहिए, you should be what, sir? You should be registered person and you should also make purchases from which person? Registered person. Basic condition है. Because whenever you are making purchases from unregistered person, that unregistered person cannot give you tax invoice, right? And without having tax invoice in hand, can you avail credit? No. So this is a very basic point. Have a look, sir. We know to avail ITC, it is mandatory that person availing inward supply should be what sir? Registered person. Sir, simple सी भाषा है, make purchase from registered person and the person who is making purchase should also be what sir? Registered person. So simple सी भाषा है, input tax credit will be given only to which person? Registered person. Therefore unregistered person cannot avail what sir? ITC. अगर आप registered हो GST law में, then only you can avail the concept of what sir? Credit. Subject to condition you should also make purchases from where? Registered person. जा रहा हूँ. Next, to avail ITC, inward supply should be from registered person. खरीदो ना registered person से, already discussed. Therefore, see, if you are making purchase from registered person but there is no proof of purchase, can you avail ITC? No. So government says to avail ITC, you should have original tax invoice in hand. Am I clear? अभी यहाँ पे बेसिक में बोल रहा हूँ, other invoices are also allowed, but basically unless and until you don't have original tax invoice in hand, you cannot avail what sir? ITC. Next, अब ध्यान से, if you remember, when you make purchases from composition person, remember they pay tax on the basis of their turnover. Government says whenever you make purchases from composition person, obviously you cannot avail ITC. Why? अगर आप composition person से goods खरीद रहे हो और services ले रहे हो, that person cannot give you tax invoice. He will give you what? He will give you bill of supply. Therefore, government says purchases made from composition person are not eligible for ITC. Why? अरे सोचो ना, वो आपको टैक्स इनवॉइस नहीं दे पाएगा. जब टैक्स इनवॉइस नहीं दे पाएगा, आप क्रेडिट कहाँ से लोगे? Am I clear? Right. A registered person covered by composition scheme cannot avail what sir? ITC. ये registered person की बारे में बात हो रही है. If you remember, in chapter number 3 we would have learned to avail ITC you should be registered person, that we know. You should also make purchase from registered person, वो भी just discuss किया. In chapter number 3 what we have discussed, a composition person has to pay tax from his own pocket. Neither he can avail credit nor he can pass the credit. याद है, ना ही वो क्रेडिट ले पाएगा ना ही वो क्रेडिट दे पाएगा, दोनों भी नहीं कर पाएगा. Because गवर्नमेंट सेज अ कॉम्पोजिशन पर्सन हार्डली पेज 1% टैक्स. ठीक है, वो CBIC का स्कीम है, देयर वी एंड अप पेइंग 6% टैक्स. Otherwise, generally composition person pays only how much tax? 1%. So neither he can issue tax invoice nor on his purchases he can avail credit. Am I clear? Okay. As government has a restriction that composition person pay tax at a very nominal rate. So अगर मैं composition person हूँ, ध्यान से सुनना है, अगर मैं composition person हूँ, अगर आप मुझसे खरीदी करते हो, if you make purchases from me, you cannot avail credit. Likewise, being a composition person, if I make purchases from any other registered person, whether composition or not, can I avail the credit? Government says no. So composition person can neither avail credit nor they can pass on the credit. They have to pay tax on their own pocket. खुद से pocket से tax भरना पड़ेगा. ठीक है ना, वो पढ़ लेना. So even purchases made from composition person are not eligible for what sir? ITC. As such person cannot issue what sir? Tax invoice. याद है ना? Next. Practically ITC is availed as set off in GST R3B. ये रिटर्न का डॉक्यूमेंट है सर, मैं बताऊंगा रिटर्न चैप्टर में. सी ये सेट ऑफ जो हम लोग सीखे ना अभी, जस्ट सेट ऑफ करना, वो प्रैक्टिकली कहाँ पे होता है? वी फाइल अ रिटर्न कॉल्ड व्हाट सर? GST R3B. एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वी टेक द बेनिफिट ऑफ व्हाट सर? सेट ऑफ. We find out the output liability. On that output liability, we avail the ITC का benefit. We set off and the balance tax के लिए we create a challan. Okay. So this credit is available on what sir? Provisional basis. I'll tell you why so बोल के. ठीक है. अब this is one of the most important charts. अब ध्यान से सुनना है. क्रेडिट मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा आपको मुझे बोलना है. ठीक है ना सर? ध्यान से, हाँ, केयरफुल. इंपॉर्टेंट चार्ट है. इट विल गिव यू ब्रॉड पर्सपेक्टिव. नहीं तो छोड़ो, यहाँ पे नहीं, दूसरे चार्ट में डिस्कस करता हूँ. Imagine a case, you are a registered person. You have made a purchases from a registered person by paying tax at the rate of say 18%. आपने एक registered person से कुछ goods खरीदा है by paying tax at the rate of 18%. Okay. So these goods you are making sales. अब उसको सेल्स में कन्वर्ट कर रहे हो. दैट इज नथिंग बट यू आर मेकिंग व्हाट सर? आउटवर्ड सप्लाई. नाउ माय डाउट इज दिस आउटवर्ड सप्लाई कैन बी ऑफ वेरियस टाइप्स, राइट ना? कितने कितने टाइप्स रह सकते हैं देखते हैं वन बाय वन, ध्यान से सुनना है, आराम से सुनो. सपोज द आउटवर्ड सप्लाई कैटेगरी 1 इज टैक्सेबल से ओनली एट द रेट ऑफ 5%. डाउट है. When you made purchases, you paid how much tax? 18% tax. But the same goods are now taxable at what rate, sir? Only 5%. So can you avail 18% credit or only 5% credit? Government says no problem. We'll give you full credit of 18%. समझ में आ रहा है? मतलब there is no such rule that because the inward is taxable at 18%, the outward should also be taxable at 18%. There is no such rule. Inward may be taxable at higher rate, outward may be taxable at lower rate. Still will get what, sir? Full credit. So don't make any assumption that the credit would be restricted to only 5%. Am I clear? Okay. The outward supply is say taxable at say 20%. Higher rate से tax हो रहा है, मतलब the inward is taxable at 18%, the outward is taxable at 20%. Can you still avail full credit of 18 or not? Government says no problem, we'll give you full credit of how much, sir? 18%. Okay. Third case, the outward is taxable at 0 rate. सर ये क्या है सर? What is this, sir? अब ध्यान से सुनना है. What do you mean by zero rated supply? Is zero rated supply, is it an exempt supply? Is it a nil rate supply? Government says no. Zero rated supplies are those supplies which are either export supplies or supplies to what, sir? Special economic zone. सुनना है ध्यान से. Because to encourage exports, government says export supplies will be taken as what, sir? Zero rated supplies. Zero rated मतलब they are taxable at what rate? Zero rate. Therefore, if you are purchasing goods at 18% and these goods are exported, can you avail the credit? Government says yes, full credit would be given for the rate of how much, sir? 18%. But problem क्या है? Because there is no outward liability, what you will do with the credit is also a big question. Goods खरीदते समय मैंने 18% tax भरा, but because the outward tax rate is only 0%, where will I use the credit? Government says we understand the trouble. You apply for refund, we'll give you full refund for the input tax. Am I clear? So this is the most important point. If the input tax, or if the inputs are used to make a taxable supply, say at 0%, can you still avail the credit? Answer is yes, you can avail the credit, but don't worry, whatever credit is there, you can avail what, sir? Refund of it. Am I clear? तो आगे जाता हूँ point number 4 में. Point number 4. Imagine the outward supply is an exempt supply. Imagine the outward supply is an exempt supply. Can you avail credit? Input खरीदा, उसको exempt के लिए use कर दिया. Can you avail credit? Government says no credit in this case. मतलब whenever a inward supply is used to make a outward supply which is exempt from GST, can you avail the credit? No, because जब output tax ही नहीं है तो आपको input credit क्यों मिलेगा? नहीं मिलेगा. Likewise, the outward supply is taxable at nil rate. Now question comes in mind, is nil rate supply is also a rate of tax? Government says nil rate supplies are taken as what, sir? Exempt supplies, and thereby there will be what, sir? No credit. मतलब if you are purchasing some goods and utilizing it for making another good which is taxable at nil rate, can you avail the credit? No, you cannot avail the credit, because even nil rate supplies are treated as what, sir? They are treated as exempt supplies. Do you agree? Okay. Point number 6. आगे जाता हूँ. Imagine if your inward supply is used to make a outward supply, but the outward supply is forming part of negative list. What is negative list? If you remember, schedule number 3 of CGST Act, if you remember, there are certain supplies which are forming part of negative list right now. So if you are using a inward supply to make a outward supply which is forming part of negative list, can you avail credit? Government says big yes. Originally the answer was no. Can you avail the credit now? Answer is yes, you can avail the credit. Therefore, if inward supplies are used to make a outward supply which is taxable at as a part of negative list, that's called nothing but they are not chargeable to GST. Can you still avail the credit? Answer is yes, you can avail the credit. So this is most important. So if inwards are used to make a outward supply, but the outward supply is forming part of negative list, can you avail the credit? Answer is yes, you can avail the credit. Am I clear sir? आगे जाता हूँ, ठीक है, जाएंगे ना, आगे जाएंगे. Okay, point number 7. Imagine the inward supply is used to make a outward supply, but the outward supply is a personal supply, personal use. कुछ आइटम खरीदा है, उसको पर्सनल यूज के लिए कर लिए, कैन यू अवेल द क्रेडिट? गवर्नमेंट सेज नो, बिकॉज द परचेज ऑफ गुड शुड बी नॉट फॉर पर्सनल यूज. सो वेन एवर एनी आइटम इज परचेज and is put to personal use, can you avail the credit? No, you cannot avail the credit. Can I move sir? Point number 8. Imagine the inward supply is lost. The purchase goods, यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ, goods खरीदते समय we have paid proper tax, but the purchase goods have been lost or destroyed. Can you avail the credit? No. Government says once the goods are destroyed or lost, you cannot avail the credit. क्यों वो? Because credit मिलेगा ही नहीं, because this input can never be used again for what sir? Outward supply. Thereby government says if purchase goods are lost or destroyed, can you avail credit? No. 9th point. If the purchase goods are distributed by way of free samples, free samples मतलब business use के लिए है, purchase किया goods को, उसको distribute कर दिया by way of what sir? Free samples. Can you avail the credit? Now here comes, you should try to answer it. Because free samples does not attract GST, है ना भाई? So can you avail the credit? Government says no, because it's almost like you are giving the item by way of what sir? Gift. Because there is no tax on free samples, thereby there will be no ITC. सर अगर आउटपुट टैक्सेबल नहीं है तो इनपुट का आपको क्यों क्रेडिट देंगे? So government says whenever any item is taken and used for free samples, so can you avail the credit of it? No, you cannot avail the credit of it. So this is like one comprehensive chart where we are trying to understand कैसे कैसे आप क्रेडिट ले पाओगे. डू यू अग्री? बोलो. इन व्हाट ऑल वे यू विल बी एबल टू अवेल द क्रेडिट? Am I clear sir? So please once go through this chart. एक बार go through कर लो please. Please go through this chart. अच्छा इंपॉर्टेंट चार्ट है सर, कनेक्ट कर देता हूँ, देख लो. सो गवर्नमेंट सेज दिस इज हाउ द पॉसिबिलिटी इज देयर. एम आई क्लियर सर? द सेम चार्ट आई हैव गिवन इन द नोट्स आल्सो, यू कैन जस्ट कैजुअली गो थ्रू, देख लो एक बार. देयरफॉर इफ परचेज गुड्स आर यूज्ड and the output is taxable at lower rate, still no problem, you can avail full credit. If it is taxable at higher rate also, then also no problem, you can avail the credit. If it is taxable at 0%, still you can avail the credit, right? Now what are 0% supplies? 0% supplies are those supplies which are export supplies or supplies to SEZ. If they are used for exempt purposes, no credit. If they are used for nil rate supplies, then also no credit. If they are used for negative supplies, then yes, you can avail the credit. If it is for personal use, if they are lost or destroyed, if they are distributed as free samples, can you avail the credit? No. In all these three cases last में you cannot avail the credit. Am I clear sir? So वो चार्ट मैंने यहाँ पे दिया है, देख लो यहाँ पे. This chart is what is given in your notes. You can just casually go through, download करके देख लेना, ठीक है? जाएंगे? So ये जो पॉइंट है ये अमेंडमेंट है. If the inward supply is used to make a outward supply, where the outward supply forms of negative list, then the answer is yes, you can avail the credit. यहाँ पे क्लैरिटी से आया नहीं, मैं लिख देता हूँ. Can you avail the credit? Answer is yes. क्रेडिट मिल जाएगा, ले लो. Yes, credit is available. आपको क्रेडिट मिल जाएगा. Am I clear? Yes, credit is available. Therefore, if inward supplies are used to make a outward supply, where the outward supply forms part of negative list, can you still avail the credit? Answer is yes, you can. Exception है लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग, वो धीरे धीरे समझाऊंगा, ठीक है ना? Now let us understand a few definitions relevant to this chapter, right? थोड़े definitions देख लेते हैं. I'll tell you why they are important. See, first definition is nothing but capital good. I'll explain this in simple chart. See, जो भी अगर आप इनपुट लोगे, इनपुट मतलब सिंपल भाषा में परचेजेस और वॉट एवर यू से इनवर्ड सप्लाईज. See, inward supply can be of two things. It can be either of good or it can be what, sir? Service. See, like to provide you recorded classes, I'm having a camera, I'm having iPad, right? This is called nothing but good for me. To upload YouTube classes, I'm taking internet services, right? So this is a service for me. मैं service लेके आपको YouTube classes दे रहा हूँ. So good can be again classified into two. It can be capital good or it can be what, input. Confuse नहीं होना. समझ में आ रहा है? मतलब we are trying to understand the meaning of the term called capital good, the meaning of the term called good and the meaning of the term called services. तीन चीज़ है. Simple भाषा में बता देता हूँ. See, any good which is capitalized in the books of accounts is called nothing but what, sir? Capital good. जो भी गुड आप खरीदोगे अगर उसको कैपिटलाइज कर दोगे, एनी गुड विच इज कैपिटलाइज इन योर बुक्स विल बिकम नथिंग बट व्हाट, सर? कैपिटल गुड. एंड एनी गुड अदर देन कैपिटल गुड, एनी गुड अदर देन कैपिटल गुड विल बी टेकन एज व्हाट, इनपुट. समझ में आ रहा है? सो गुड दो तरीके रहेंगे, या तो कैपिटल गुड रहेंगे नहीं तो इनपुट रहेंगे. इनपुट सर्विस इज नथिंग बट सर्विस बॉस. सर्विस का तो कोई डेफिनेशन नहीं है. एनीथिंग विच इज नॉट अ गुड is taken as what, sir? Service, except for securities and except for money. Money and securities को बाजू में रख लेंगे, then everything is taken as a service. Am I clear, sir? Please try to understand. So whenever you take a inward supply, आप जब भी inward supply लेंगे, that inward supply can be of 1, it can be of capital good, 2, it can be of input, 3, it can be of what, sir? Services. Am I clear? बोलो ना सर. डेफिनेशन देख लेंगे, आ जाइए एक बार. विल सी द डेफिनेशन. कम. कैपिटल गुड मीन्स गुड whose value is capitalized in the books of accounts. So any good which is capitalized in the books of accounts is called nothing but what, sir? Capital good. Am I clear? So those goods which are capitalized in the books of accounts are called as capital goods. In case of capital goods, credit would be allowed immediately. ये point मैं बोलता हूँ why I am teaching this point. See, before there is a GST law, there used to be a concept called send VAT credit. GST आने के पहले concept था send VAT credit. Credit मतलब excise duty का credit. Under that law, credit was given over a period of 2 years. मतलब imagine if I am purchasing 5 lakhs worth of camera and I have paid 50,000 tax on it. I used to get credit in two parts, 25,000 this year, 25,000 next year. Government says that is not the case in the new law. Whenever you purchase any capital good, you get the credit what, sir? Immediately. So ये एक अच्छा नया पॉइंट है आप लोगों के लिए, ध्यान से. So whenever you purchase a capital good, will the credit be given over a period of time? Government says no, will give you credit immediately. अभी का भी credit ले लो. Next, input. So this is section number 2 subsection 9. सेक्शन इतने इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, फिर भी आपको नंबर याद करना है तो कर लो. Input. So input is nothing but any good which is not a capital good. कोई भी चीज़, अगर जैसे एग्जाम्पल ये माउस है, ये माउस मैंने खरीदा मेरे सिस्टम के लिए. Do you really feel this mouse I will capitalize in my books of accounts? No, right? So this become an input for me. Please try to understand. The camera through which I am recording this, that is capitalized in my books of accounts. The desktop is capitalized in my books of accounts. But this mouse, is it capitalized in my books of accounts? No, I did not capitalize it. It's an accessory item. So this becomes what for me? This becomes input for me. Am I clear? जो गुड कैपिटलाइज हो जाएगा वो कैपिटल गुड बन जाएगा, जो गुड कैपिटलाइज नहीं होगा वो इनपुट कहलाएगा. डू यू एग्री? ओके, तो पढ़ लो सर. इनपुट मीन्स एनी गुड अदर देन कैपिटल गुड. एम आई क्लियर? नेक्स्ट, इनपुट सर्विस. Input service means any service used or intended to be used by a supplier in the course of business or furtherance of business. So whatever service you are taking to provide a outward service, which is a business supply, so those services are called nothing but what, sir? Input supply. हम लोग जो लेके आपको दे रहे हैं, जैसे example, I am providing you YouTube classes. How I'll provide? Through internet, right? So I am taking internet services. रिलायंस का मैं इनवर्ट सप्लाई लेके आपको यूट्यूब क्लासेस दे रहा हूँ. सो रिलायंस इंटरनेट इज़ व्हाट फॉर मी? It is a input service for me. Am I clear? So Ashwin Gilda is taking internet services to upload YouTube classes. Thereby, this internet service is what for me? Input service for me. For Reliance Jio, it will be outward supply. But for me, it is what, sir? Inward supply. खरीद रहा हूँ मैं. Am I clear? Now, what is input tax? Input tax is nothing but whatever tax you have paid on capital good, whatever tax you have paid on input, or whatever tax you have paid on input services is called nothing but what, sir? It's called input tax. So input tax क्या क्या रहेगा? Input tax can be CGST, SGST, IGST or UTGST. That's it. If you pay any tax by way of GST cess or any tax other than GST, can you say it's an input tax? No. So input tax can be either of CGST, SGST, IGST और UTGST. ये चारों में कोई भी रह सकता है, चारों भी रह सकते हैं. Am I clear, sir? So either गलती से आ गया, ध्यान से. What is input tax credit? See, there is only one line difference between the one word difference between these two words, input tax and input tax credit. Input tax मतलब whatever tax you have paid. If government is ready to give you credit, that's called input tax credit. No, don't laugh. Come on. दोनों एक ही है. इनपुट टैक्स और इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट सेम है, पर जो टैक्स हम लोग भरेंगे उसको इनपुट टैक्स बोलेंगे. जब गवर्नमेंट आपको क्रेडिट दे देगी, मतलब एलिजिबिलिटी ऑफ सेट ऑफ, दैट्स कॉल्ड नथिंग बट इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट. एम आई क्लियर, सर? नाउ व्हाट इन बाय आउटपुट टैक्स? Output tax is nothing but tax payable on outward supplies. Outward supplies can be again what, sir? Inter. So remember, sir, input tax credit can be utilized to pay only tax on what, sir? Outward supply. Now what is output tax? You remember? Output tax can be again what, sir? It can be IGST, it can be CGST or it can be SGST or UTGST. याद है ना? So यहाँ पे कुछ एडिशनल पॉइंट्स मैंने बोले हैं, देखते हैं वन बाय वन. नोट नंबर 1. सी इफ यू रिमेंबर सेक्शन 9 सब सेक्शन 3 चैप्टर नंबर 3 में हम लोग बात किए थे. देर आर सर्टेन सप्लाईज ऑन विच टैक्स इज पेबल अंडर रिवर्स चार्ज मैकेनिज्म, RCM. अभी ध्यान से सुनो. इफ आई टेक एनी इनवर्ड सप्लाई ऑन विच टैक्स इज पेबल बाई मी अंडर RCM, कैन यूटिलाइज इनपुट टैक्स टू पे आउटपुट टैक्स? कन्फ्यूज हो रहा है, बता देता हूँ आपको. डाउट है, डाउट. कैन वी यूज इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट to pay tax on inward supplies which is taxable under RCM? क्वेश्चन है. अब थोड़ा समझना पड़ेगा. See, I have paid good amount of tax on purchase of camera, purchase of desktop, परचेज ऑफ iPad. ठीक है ना? ये सब पे समझो मैंने 1 लाख टैक्स पे किया है. दिस इज नथिंग बट ऑल कैपिटल गुड फॉर मी. आई हैव ऑल्सो टेकन एडवोकेट सर्विसेज फॉर माई बिजनेस यूज, सम बिजनेस यूज़ के लिए, कॉर्पोरेट प्रोटेक्शन के लिए मैंने एक लॉयर को हायर किया है. लॉयर सर्विसेज आर टैक्स अंडर रिवर्स चार्ज इफ यू रिमेंबर. सो हु शुड पे? सो अश्विन गिल्डा हैज़ टेकन लॉयर सर्विसेज. मैंने एक लॉयर की सर्विसेज ली है विच आर टैक्स अंडर रिवर्स चार्ज, सो आई शुड पे टैक्स ऑन इट, राइट? Now my doubt is, to pay tax on lawyer services, can I use the credit? Government says no. Why no? No. Why no? Because input tax can be used to pay output tax. Taking lawyer services, is it my inward supply or outward supply? It's an inward supply. So remember thumb rule, input tax credit can be used only to pay tax on which supply? Outward supply. समझ में आ रहा है? मतलब इनपुट टैक्स को आप यूज कर पाओगे ओनली टू पे टैक्स ऑन व्हाट, सर? आउटवर्ड सप्लाई, बट नॉट टू पे टैक्स अंडर रिवर्स चार्ज. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द क्रूशियल नोट्स इन योर एग्जाम. पढ़ लो. Tax payable on inward supply under RCM is not output tax liability as it is a tax on inward supply. ध्यान से पढ़ लो. Tax payable on inward supplies under RCM is not output tax liability as it is a tax on what, sir? inward supply. समझ में आ रहा है? So whatever tax you have paid on inward supplies that you cannot use to pay tax which is taxable under RCM. जो कैमरा पे, डेस्कटॉप पे, आईपैड पे मैंने टैक्स पे किया है वो मैं नहीं यूज़ कर पाऊँगा टू पे टैक्स ऑन सर्विसेज टेकन फ्रॉम लॉयर. क्यों? लॉयर की सर्विस मेरे लिए इनपुट होगी, आउटपुट नहीं होगी. हमें क्लियर? ध्यान से. नोट नंबर 2 ये भी पढ़ लो सर. ITC कैन बी यूटिलाइज टू पे टैक्स ऑन आउटवर्ड सप्लाईज. Therefore ITC cannot be utilized to pay what sir? Tax under reverse charge. Therefore RCM की liability should always be paid in what sir? Cash. Remember, reverse charge mechanism के नीचे whatever tax you are supposed to pay, you are supposed to pay in cash because you cannot utilize credit to pay tax under RCM. Next, however, tax paid under RCM can be availed as credit after paying tax. ये पॉइंट मैं आपको आगे समझाता हूँ. सी लॉयर की मैंने सर्विस ली, वो सर्विस रिवर्स चार्ज के नीचे टैक्स होगी तो उसके ऊपर मैंने टैक्स भर दिया. आफ्टर पेइंग टैक्स कैन यू अवेल द क्रेडिट? गवर्नमेंट सेज यस. वाई यस? बिकॉज लॉयर वुड नॉट हैव गिवन मी टैक्स इनवॉइस. अगर आप लॉयर हो, आपकी सर्विस रिवर्स चार्ज में टैक्स हो रही है तो क्या आप मुझे टैक्स इनवॉइस दिए होंगे? नो, राइट? सो इफ आई डोंट हैव टैक्स इनवॉइस हाउ कैन आई अवेल द क्रेडिट? गवर्नमेंट सेज डू वन थिंग, once you get the invoice you pay tax on this by yourself in cash. Once you pay the tax I'll give you credit. Am I clear? देखेंगे. This third note you may not be able to understand now, still it's okay, we'll understand later. ठीक है ना? Now exempt supply. Now what is an exempt supply? Exempt supplies are those supplies which are not taxable. Remember sir, two supplies are taken as exempt supply. Those supplies which are really exempt or those supplies which are taxable at nil rate, NIL, nil rate of tax. Shall I move? Means which attracts nil rate of tax or which are exempt from GST. Don't forget, negative supplies are not taken as what sir? Exempt supply. No, this note is wrong. You can ignore this note. ये note wrong है. ये amendment के पहले का note है. This can be ignored for this chapter. ठीक है? ये ignore करो. गलत note है, इसको ignore कर देंगे. ठीक है? चलो. Taxable person. Now what is taxable person? If you remember, a person who has taken registration under GST or who is liable to get registered under GST is called nothing but what's a taxable person. जो registered है और जिसको registration लेना चाहिए, they are called nothing but what's a taxable person. Am I clear? ठीक है, छोड़ो. Section number 16, conditions for availing what's a ITC. Logically your chapter starts from now. See, I'll discuss some conditions which are very very easy. You should remember, very easy है, कुछ इतना hard नहीं है. To avail input tax credit का benefit, you should be what sir? मतलब the person who want to avail the credit should be registered person. He should take inward supplies from which person? Registered person. He should have a proper document of purchases. मतलब inward supply लेने का कुछ तो proof रहना है ना, तो you should have a tax invoice in hand. Tax invoice. Point number 4 is nothing but in case of goods you can avail credit only when you receive the installment. मतलब whenever the goods are received by you. If the goods are not received by you, then obviously you cannot avail the credit. इस पे थोड़े additional points है that I'll discuss now. So first condition, you should be a registered person. You should make purchases from which person? Registered person. Point number 3, you should have a tax invoice in hand. Point number 4, the goods should be delivered to you. मतलब without taking delivery of goods can you avail the credit? No. Am I clear sir? So these are the 4 essential conditions to avail ITC. No doubt the inward supply should be for business use. If you are taking inward supply for personal use, can you avail credit? No. Likewise, if the inward supply is used for exempt purposes, can you avail credit? No. क्यों? तो जब output की liability नहीं है, how you can avail credit on input tax? Am I clear? देख लेते हैं conditions क्या क्या है. So who can avail ITC? Only registered persons. Only registered person would be able to avail what sir? ITC. The inward supply, whatever input you take, that input should be for what use sir? It should be for business use. So if you are taking inward supplies for personal use, can you avail credit? No. Example, मेरे मम्मी का ट्रीटमेंट कराया, हॉस्पिटल का बिल आया, एग्जाम्पल है, उस हॉस्पिटल के बिल पे मैंने GST भरा, कैन यू अवेल क्रेडिट? कोचिंग सेंटर एंड मम्मी आर टू सेपरेट थिंग्स, राइट? So whatever tax you have paid on mother's treatment, say medical treatment example, can avail credit in coaching center? No, right? So this is the same point which is telling you. To avail ITC, the invoice should be in hand. Even a copy of debit note is sufficient to avail ITC. A debit note क्या है? That we'll understand in that invoice chapter. Leave it. So if you have a proper purchase proof of invoice, can you avail credit? Oh yes. But in case of goods, to avail credit, the goods should be received. मतलब only after receiving goods you can avail the credit. Imagine मैंने आपसे goods खरीद लिए, but still you did not deliver the goods to me. Can I avail the credit? Government says no. Ashwin Gilda, you have to wait for the delivery. You can avail credit only after a delivery of goods. So यहाँ पे दो डाउट आएंगे. Doubt number 1, ध्यान से सुनो. Imagine the goods are coming in 4 lots. ये पूछ लिया एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन, फिर भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, सोच लो. Imagine I have placed an order for some 1 lakh quantity of goods. You are delivering goods to me in 4 parts. 25,000, 25,000, 25,000, 25,000. When I can avail the credit? Government says you can avail the credit only after receiving last installment. जब तक last installment आएगा नहीं, you cannot avail the credit. Am I clear? मतलब in case of goods are received in installment or in lots, then you can avail the credit only after receiving the last installment. Doubt number 2. See, sometimes imagine goods are purchased by me, but they are not for my place, they are for my job worker. So I am asking you, don't deliver the goods to me, delivered to my job worker. So what you are doing, you are delivering those goods to my job worker. Can I avail the credit? No, because the law says the goods should be delivered. So upon my instruction you are delivering. It's called bill to ship to model, right? Now you are billing me but shipping to some other person upon my request. Government says no problem. If upon the recipient's request, if the goods are delivered to some other person, no problem, recipient can still avail the credit. Am I clear? So these 2 points have been asked already in exam, you can just go through. So in case of goods, you can avail the credit only upon receipt of last installment. Likewise, if the goods are sent to a third party, upon the request of the buyer, then goods are deemed to be delivered to the buyer. Delivered है ये, L है L. Then goods are delivered to the buyer. Example, job worker, delivered to the agent, etc. Bill to ship to model रे, bill मेरे को किया पर ship to और किसी को किया, no problem. Can you avail the credit? Oh yes, you can avail the credit. Am I clear? Okay. To avail ITC, the tax should have been actually paid to the government. This is like one of the critical conditions. Suppose if I am purchasing goods from you, you have billed me for goods as well as taxes, I have paid you, but that amount you have never paid to the government because you are a cheater. आपने cheating कर दी, आपने मुझे bill तो किया, tax भी collect कर लिया, but this amount you have never paid to the government. Can I avail the credit? Government says no. मतलब ultimately when I can avail the credit, when the amount is deposited to the government. Simple सी भाषा है. So layman version, without government getting the tax, it cannot give you credit. So imagine I am purchasing camera from some person. To that person I have paid 1 lakh plus GST, but that person has never deposited this tax to the government. Can I avail the credit? Government says no, you cannot avail the credit. Am I clear? Next, to avail ITC on inward supplies, GSTR should be filed. Practically this point is not there. Why? Because practically GSTR2 filing is not there. I'll discuss why in written chapter. Okay, written chapter में देखेंगे GSTR2 is nothing but details of inward supply, वो नहीं फाइल हो रही है, ठीक है ना. Next, to avail ITC on inward supply, the burden to prove is on the person availing ITC. ये क्या है पता है? Imagine I am purchasing some goods, whether they are for business use or not, how I have to prove? Government says you prove yourself. If the government brings an argument that this item is not for business use, then you have to prove to the government, no sir, this item is for business use only. I have examples. For my coaching center, I have purchased some 20 LED lights. Example here. So LED lights can also be used at home, na? It can be used at office also. I have to prove myself that this item is for business use. Am I clear? मतलब whenever there is a litigation between government and the person availing ITC, who has to prove that it is eligible item for ITC? The person has to prove himself. Government will not prove. Am I clear? Okay. Sir, Mera, this is one of the most important points. This point I will explain you. Have a look, sir. See, imagine I have purchased कैमरा, मैंने कैमरा खरीदा रिकॉर्डिंग के लिए. The cost of the camera is how much, 1 lakh, and the tax paid on it is how much, say 20,000. So put together I have purchased for what price, sir? I have purchased for 1,20,000. मैंने कैमरा खरीदा 1 लाख, उसके ऊपर 20,000 टैक्स भरा. सो पुट टुगेदर मेरे पास इनवॉइस कितने का है, 1,20,000 का. What type of entry should I write? Have a look, sir. I could have written 2 type of entries in my books. Entry number 1, camera account debit, TO2 bank account credit, because I have paid for it. How much? 1.2 lakh, 1.2 lakh. See, if you are writing this entry, the entire amount of tax is getting capitalized with the asset value. Do you agree? So government says, if the tax amount is capitalized with the asset value, in that case you will claim depreciation on ITC portion. Do you agree? Thereby there will be no ITC. आपको ITC मिलेगा ही नहीं. Why? Because you will claim depreciation on 20,000 portion also na. So whenever tax is getting capitalized, सुना है, whenever tax is getting capitalized with the asset value, in that case you cannot avail ITC. So if you don't write this entry, what entry would have written? They have written this entry. Camera account debit, है ना भाई, 1 lakh. Do you agree? Input tax credit account debit. Why input tax credit account debit? It's an asset for you. Do you agree? TO2 bank account credit. कितना? 1.2 lakhs. In this case, depreciation is not claimed. Depreciation is not claimed on ITC portion. Do you agree? In this case, what will happen? Input tax rate would be given. So जब भी आप एसेट खरीदोगे, अगर उसको कैपिटलाइज करते समय टैक्स का पोर्शन भी ऐड करके कैपिटलाइज कर दिया, then in that case you cannot avail ITC. Am I clear? So this point is given here. Have a look, sir. पढ़ लो एक बार. So whenever you purchase any capital asset, ensure that the capitalization does not goes with the asset value including ITC. It should be only asset value excluding ITC. Am I clear up to here? Clear है ना sir? So these are the conditions. देख लो sir. So you should be a registered person. बोलो. The inward supply should be for business use. You should have a proof of purchase. That's called nothing but generally tax invoice. Right now, in case of goods, the goods should have been delivered to you. If they are coming in installment, then you can avail the credit only after getting the last installment. If the goods are delivered to a third party upon your request, then no problem. Still, you can avail the credit. If the tax is never paid to the government on inward supply, you can never avail ITC. Am I clear, sir? 6th condition is not there, you can leave. 7th condition is in case of any dispute between you and government, in case of ITC, you have to prove that the item is eligible for ITC or the inward supply is eligible for ITC. Last one is in case of capital goods, if the tax value is capitalized with the asset value, you cannot avail ITC. Am I clear up to here, sir? So these are the conditions in relation to which once you fulfill this condition, then only you can avail what, sir? ITC. Am I clear? बोलो ना sir.